What's up everyone, I'm Sephora Michelle and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a gold smoky eye, and today I'm wearing hair rollers for this video. Okay, so I already did my eyebrows. I filled both of them in off camera already. Now you can take any concealer. There's no name on it. Okay, I'm going to use the yellow color here. Now I'm going to grab this color. I'm going to take what's left over, take it on the top. Alright, now I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I'm just going to set that. Okay. Now that we have that, that's going to be our base for our eyeshadow. Okay, I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm going to take a very fluffy angled brush just to make sure it doesn't have any color left on it. I just like to run it on the back of my hand just to check. I'm going to go into a color that is similar to my skin tone, so it can be kind of a contour for my eyelid. And right here you see this popping out. This is my brow bone. So how do you find your brow bone? If you don't know where it is, you just take this and kind of press it and you can feel the bone, and this is exactly, it's going to go down into a V to where it ends. So that's the area that you want to put the eyeshadow, like just like that. Just like that, a slant and down like that. And I'm just going to blend that all the way up to the brow bone. So then we have continuous color and the eyeshadow doesn't just stop in one section. Okay, I took Silk Cream here. Now I'm going to take Hunt's, which is this really orangey color. I'll also take it with this one on just one side of the brush. So one side has and one side doesn't. I'm going to tap it, try to keep it off the face. Now I'm going to follow that contour that I did and just go in the same place, but a little bit below. I'm going to mostly blend it here in the middle. I'm going to take what's left and bring it into here. You can also take your finger back in there to run it over here. I like to do that to make it softer right here so it's not so harsh inside the inner corners. You don't want these corners to be harsh. So now I'm just lightly going over that. There's like almost nothing left on my brush. I'm just taking it up. The color continues to be layered and the color continues to move upwards. So now I'm going in with Chip and Soda Pop. Here and here. I'm still taking this on this fluffy brush and I'm only putting it on my lid and stopping at the crease, kind of going over that. Going back over the same areas. Going in for one more layer. Okay. I'm going to take something very thick like this, and I already used this for the other side, so it already has black on it. So I'm just taking the black. You can also do this with dark brown. You want to tap that off. Usually colors that have more pigment, that are darker or that show up more, they usually have more fallout, which is the stuff that falls on your face when you're doing your makeup, or it just flew out of my brush right now. So I'm just going to keep tapping over this. I like this orange one right here. So I'm going to take this over. I'm actually going to run it over here.
On top of this.
Now I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Color Icon Loose Pigment in gold pigment. I like how it has this little thing here. That's nice. And I'm going to take a setting spray. Also a very small brush. First I'm going to take something square. Now I'm going to take some of this and dump it out in my cap. I'm going to dip it into here, swirl it around, makes it kind of creamy. Just try to look straight, and where my eyeball is, that's about how wide and the area that I want my glitter to go in. Kind of pulling it to the sides a little bit. Now if I don't have like square like that, I can also take something angled like this, go into the cap, same thing, and I want to layer some more glitter over that while it's still wet. Wait, it will stick better. Now I'm gonna go in with this detailing brush. I'm gonna use it for this. I'm gonna take most of it off. I'm going to just lightly go over this right underneath my brow, light in this area with my finger. Okay, so now I'm going to take my ring finger and I'm going to tap the edges. I'm going to go in and put mascara. One of many coats. Okay, now I'm going to take a very small eyeliner brush. I like to wipe it off each time I use it, just in case I'm going over glitter like on the other eye. I don't want the glitter to transfer to this eye, so I'm going to just go ahead and wipe this off. Now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Eye Studio Black is Black. It's like a pot like this. Take a little bit. Kind of like to go like that so there's not too much on the brush. Where my eye ends and it's going up towards where my eyebrow is going in. Like, oh, before I'm gonna do that, I'm actually just gonna go close to my waterline. In my waterline. That way it makes it easier for you to see where you're going out. Just kind of pull it out. If you mess up on your eyeliner, you can definitely fix it with concealer and an angled eyeliner brush. This is that concealer. Again, just a little bit what's left on the brush. I'm just taking that in underneath my eyes. I'm going to go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm going to take the same colors that I put on the top and put them on the bottom. I go in with this color and this one. Now I'm going to grab this brown, going back into that dark brown. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the black. Take a little bit of the orange. Take that on the outside. And a little bit over the black. Keeping it the darkest closest to the waterline. I'm going to go into the cap, which is already still wet, still has some product inside. I'm going to take the eyeliner again and go into my lower lash line, but I don't want to go into my lash line because I'm going to put another color there. Make sure your hands are clean, of course, if you're doing this. I just like to do that to get all the product off my inner eyelid. Now I'm going to go in with the, what is this? I'm going to go in with the Infallible Pro Last Longwear Eye Pencil by L'Oreal. I always do it on the back of my hand just to make sure there's no product left on there. I'm going to grab my other lash. So now I'm going to take my glue, just pop it out a little bit. Take this. I don't want the glue to be too thick. Now while I'm waiting for that strip to dry, I grab my mascara. I look down into the mirror. Put it on my lash line. Now I'm going to take the lashes that are still wet with the mascara and just pressing them together. Okay, now we're going to go in for one last coat of eyeliner. Except now I'm using a liquid eyeliner. So I'm just going to go over what I did. Okay, for my face, I'm going to be using the Superstay Full Coverage 24 Hour using a Wet n Wild flat foundation brush. Okay, so I took some of the Superstay foundation on the back of my hand and I picked some of that up. I'm going to start working it in here. Because I want it to look more tan, I'm going to make sure I blend that into my neck. You want to take it on your ear, so that way you look all one tone. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to take this yellow concealer here. Now I'm going to take this with the foundation. Just lightly tap over it. Okay. I want to focus the color more coming from here, from the outside in. Now I'm going to grab a fluffy brush and take some blush. Okay, for the lips, I'm going to be going in with the Superstay Matte Ink in color Seductress 65. Then I'm going to be going in the middle with 55 Driver.